All right, hello, my wonderful students. What a wonderful night it is. This is our third foldable. This is section 6.3, multiplying binomial radical. I'm so used to saying radican, but multiplying binomial radical expressions. So we have to go look into, once again, what a binomial was. And if you guys remember, a binomial is a expression of two terms. So 1, 2, 1, 2. These are our two binomials that we're going to be multiplying together. And it's asking what is the product of each radical expression. So we're going to go ahead and look into this right now. So the first thing we're going to do is, you see I have this here set up. And this is the way I'm actually going to multiply my radicals or my expressions together, because you can use distribution, but I don't recommend it. It gets a little messy, and there's so much little space in here, or there's enough space in here that we can do some of the work that we need to do. So we're going to just go ahead and write it here. So I'm going to put my first expression here. I have 4 plus 2 radical 2. So that's this one here. I'm going to put my second one on top, which is our 5. And then our plus 4 radical 2. So just like we do when we have these kind of boxes, we're going to multiply across. So 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. We have our 5 times 2 times 2 times the square root 2 is going to be our 10 square root 2 positive. And then we have our 4 times 4 times the square root 2 is going to be our 16 positive also, square root 2. And then this one we have our, I'm going to write them a little separately. I'm going to do 2 times 2, or sorry, 2 times 4 times radical 2 times radical 2. So make sure we have everything there. We have our 2 radical 2, 2 radical 2, and our 4 radical 2, 4 radical 2. So I know 2 times 4 is 8, and radical 2 times radical 2 is radical 2 squared. These will reduce out, leaving us with 8 times 2, which is equal to 16. So just like when we're doing these things, I'm going to rewrite these as my two numbers here. So this is going to be my 20 and my 16. And these are going to be my 10 radical 2 and my 16 radical 2. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but whenever we do this, usually this is the number that goes out in front. So we would have our 20. Then we'd add our plus 16 radical 2 plus 10 radical 2, and then our plus 16. So the reason why I put these colors is because usually the middles are always going to have the same radical value, radical index and radical value inside. Usually, not always, but most of the time. So it makes it easier to differentiate. But if you see, the purple actually are also going to have very similar indexes as well. So, well, this one they have no index because it's just 20 and 16. So we can rewrite this as 20 plus 16 plus 16 radical 2 plus 10 radical 2. So I know 20 plus 16 is 36. And then we're going to have our plus symbol. And then we're going to go ahead and do our distribution. Distribution here is our 16 plus a 10 times our radical 2. And then we're going to go ahead and simplify. We did distribution here as well. Distribution. Then here we did combine like terms. So I'm just going to combine like terms. I'm going to ask you what CLT means. CLT, combine like terms, okay? Just so you guys know, CLT. And draw a happy face somewhere here, just so I know you're doing it, okay? Super good happy face. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and simplify, and we get our 36 plus 16 plus 10 is 26 radical 2. And go and box our answer here. All right, cool. And that is that part.